Welcome. It's Facts You Don't Know. If it's your first time here and you want to find out new facts that will definitely make you smarter and more, and first make sure to subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss anything.
Reading some articles on the internet, I came across this interesting story, which happened in the capital of one of the nations of South Africa. For obvious reasons, I've changed the names of the characters to respect their anonymity. This is an authentic story, a real-life reflection story that I'd like you to hear closely. It teaches us a great lesson, and I know you'll like it as much as I do. The story begins with Pancrazio. He was in a very luxurious restaurant with his girlfriend, Merlina. Pancrazio says to his girlfriend, "You like that place, but it's really luxurious." To which Merlina responds, "Yes, love, I love this place. It's very fine. Although something that I do not like is that old man who's at that table over there. They should not let that kind of people enter such a place, fine like this." Pancrazio responds to his girlfriend, "Yes, love, you are absolutely right. It is a bit uncomfortable to be able to eat in a place where there are also old homeless people like that in. Those kinds of people should not rub shoulders with us." "Yes, love, I really feel very offended by that. I don't think we'll ever come to eat in a place like this again if they let homeless people in," said Merlina. To this, Pancrazio replied, "Yes, love, you're absolutely right. It's very tedious to come to eat here. Right now, I'm going to leave a letter in the complaints box so they do not allow those kinds of people to enter this place. It's a total offense. It will be almost impossible to comfortably enjoy our food if we have an old homeless man at the next table. Just go, look at the rags she's wearing. You can tell from afar that she's not even where to fall dead." While Pancrazio and Merlina talked, the innkeeper brought them their food, accompanied by a fine wine. They received it with a big smile. They kept talking, and before eating they toasted. While they ate at the other table, the old man was totally alone and doing absolutely nothing. This one looked really bad and was just sitting there doing nothing. To this situation, Merlina said, "Love, I can no longer bear it. I can no longer eat for the simple fact of knowing that the starving tramp is there. Easy, love, you have nothing to worry about. If that old man comes near us, I'll be the one in charge of sending us to the hospital." In this way, the night continued. After a while, he finished eating his delicious food. Pancrazio calls the innkeeper and asks for the bill, and he takes it away. But when Pancrazio looked for his wallet, he couldn't find it. It wasn't in any of his pockets. This desperate continues looking for throughout his body without being able to get it. He says to Merlina, "What's wrong, love?" Pancrazio replies, "Take it easy, love. You don't have to worry. Sometimes I'm very clueless and I don't remember where my wallet is." Pancrazio could not get it anywhere. He thought where had he been able to extract it. In the bathroom, it couldn't have been because he hadn't gone. Then he thought he left it in the car. He quickly exited the restaurant and began searching every corner of the car. He searched under the seats and nothing. He couldn't get it anywhere. He was beginning to despair. He didn't know what to do. Upon completing his search without any positive results, he decided to re-enter the restaurant. There, Merlina and the innkeeper were waiting for him because he was very impatient. Pancrazio says to the innkeeper, "What a pity. I think I forgot my wallet at home. I wonder if there's no problem if I go to my house for a moment to look for it to be able to pay the debt." The innkeeper, hearing those words, gave a great laugh and said, "As long as you go home and come back, I've been fired from my job. Not that I was stupid or crazy to let you go without paying." After saying this, the innkeeper quickly went to call the manager and told him everything that had happened. To this, the manager, very angry, approached the couple and with a very confident tone of voice said to them, "Perhaps you think that with a ridiculous excuse I'd believe you, that you forgot your wallet at home to get away without paying." "But please, sir, believe us if what I'm saying is true," says Pancrazio. But the manager was very firm and told them, "You are not leaving here until you pay the bill. And since you have no money, you'll have to wash all the dirty dishes today." Pancrazio and Merlina couldn't believe it. They'd have to wash every last dish. They tried by all means to negotiate with the manager, but he no longer wanted to listen to them. There was nothing else to do. While all this was happening, and the old man, who was a few tables away, was able to observe everything that was happening, he approached the manager and asked what had happened. He kindly tells him about everything that was happening. Pancrazio, hearing this, was filled with anger and quickly rose from his chair and said, "Excuse me, old man, but you better not get involved in what does not concern you. The conversation here is between the manager of the place and myself." The old man just shut up and said nothing. But the manager was very angry, on the verge of it exploding, and said, Well, you better shut up and go quickly wash the dishes and mop the whole floor." Merlina and Pancrazio did not know what to do. But at that moment, the old man approached them again, and this time the manager told them, "Don't worry, all of this is not necessary. Let them go. To this, the manager responds, "Yes, Mr. Ricardo, as you order." Immediately, the old man leaves and very slowly goes up to the second floor of the restaurant. Pancratio and Merlina, they couldn't believe what they were seeing. To which they asked the manager, "Is he your boss?" "Yes, sir, that is Mr. Ricardo Beltran, the owner of the restaurant, and of a large clan of luxurious restaurants, who, despite his enormous fortune, is a very humble man." Pancratio, hearing this, he didn't know what to do. He just came out after the old man, and on the second floor he found him and stopped him and said, "Excuse me, sir, are you the owner of this beautiful and luxurious restaurant?" The old man replies, "That's how he is young." Pancratio says to this, "Excuse me, sir, I feel very sorry and would like your apologies. Upon entering and seeing you sitting there in your humble clothes, we thought you were a tramp. I must confess that throughout the night we were speaking very badly of you, without even knowing who you were. But now I can see that we were very wrong, and we want to apologize sincerely." "You should not worry, young man. It can happen to anyone in this kind of thing." Pancratio tells him, "And you really don't know the shame I feel right now. Now I know that we should never judge a person without first knowing them, and much less by their appearance." After this, Pancratio hugged the tender old man and left the restaurant. Pancratio and Merlina, after that day, they did not make the same mistake again. Life had taught them a great lesson. And now, before criticizing and judging someone, you give them the opportunity to get to know them better. This has brought better friendships that are not fixated on money, and they've managed to improve as people, to the point that they're very loved by their community and friends. And in addition, they also learned with that humility, you can go much further than with arrogance. What did you think of this story? Leave us your answer in the comment section so we can all read it. Remember to subscribe to our channel and click on the notification bell so that you're always notified when we upload new material. Thanks for watching. Please like and share the video in social networks. We'll be right back to you as fast as we can.